discuss the topic about the compilation process in C program. Basically, we are discussing in C programming concept, right? Compilation process. What is first we are going to see what is compiler. Compiler is a translator which translate high level program into the low level program. Basically, if you want to communicate with other languages, we use translators, right? The same process here compiler is doing. Machine can understand only the zeros and ones, that is machine language. We knows only normal English or our native language. So we are using compiler to convert translate the high level language into low level language. Basically, we have three types of computer language: high level language, middle level language, and then low level language. High level language is basically we are using in every modern compilers like C programming, Python, Java. In every modern programming language, we use the high level programming language. The middle level programming language we use this in assemblers. While we are designing the motherboards and assemblers, we use the middle level language. Finally, the low level language, the computer knows only the low level language. Low level language has only two acronyms, okay? 0 and 1. 0 means yes, we can say that true or false or yes or no, zeros or ones. So how the compiler translates from high level language into low level language, we are going to see this in this session. First, the same as we said before, that compilation process is nothing but converting the source code. The source code is nothing but high level language we are writing in our programming language, whatever it may be, in C programming or Python, whatever programming language. Our compiler converts it into the machine level language. Before that, compiler translates from high level language into object code. What is object code means? First we are compiler translates into object code, then object code is given to the assembler. Assembler only going to convert it into the machine level language. While we are converting, the compiler has a lot of responsibilities, like it will analyze the compiler has a lot of phases like lexical analyzer, syntactical, semantic analyzer, and then it also strings the code based upon the requirement, like it removes the unwanted code, unwanted spaces and all. But while generating the object code, it should be error free. If it is error, the compiler throws an error to the error to us, then we have to rectify it, and then again we have to submit it to the compiler. So basically, compiler interpreter also is also a same process. But what is the difference between compiler and interpreter means? Both are converting high level language into machine level language, but the compiler takes the whole code as a bulk, and then it will directly throws all the errors whatever in the corresponding code. But interpreter will check line by line. First it will check every line by line. If error occurs in some line, then it will throw the error to the user. We have to rectify it, and then only it is going to check the second line. That is the difference between the interpreter and compiler. There are a lot of pros and cons. So compiler has some pros and cons. At the same time, interpreter has some pros and cons. But compiler, when compared to the interpreter, compiler is faster than the interpreter. And then the compilation process basically we divide into the four stages: pre-processing, compiling, and then assembling, and then linking. I said before that machine knows only zeros and ones. The process the compiler basically converts it into the code into the zeros and purely in the zeros and ones. And then we have four stages, right? First we are writing. Now we are only discussing about the C programming language. So suppose we are consider that I am the user. I am writing the C programming one program in C language. Then that is source code. I will submit it to the pre-processor. In pre-processor, we are going to remove the unwanted spaces and then tab spaces, and then if any errors occur, we have to pre-process, and then after that only, after removing the unwanted spaces, this is all some pre-processing work we are going to do. After that only we are going to give it compiler. Compiler converts it into the object code, and then it again passes to the assembler, and again after assembler, after converting this object code into the machine level zeros and ones, low level language, it will give to linker. Linker is nothing but there are a lot of libraries in C language. Like in top of the program, we will write that include studio, conio, header files. That each and every header file has some significant work process, right? So linker will do all this work. Whatever header files are there, it will link to the corresponding header file to our program. For suppose we are using the standard input output header file means printf and scanf. We have to printf and scanf will work right. Then only we can able to use the printf and scanf. Next one. And then these are the first phase in pre-processing section. We are going to use the removing the comments, expansion of macros, and conditional compilation. These all are what will be done in the pre-processing phase. And the next in compilation process, basically this pre-processed code will be